I think Lancaster County is just a great area because we have such a small city, to the quaintness of the boroughs and the open space of the townships.
You can go from agriculture to tourist sites, see historic buildings. We have a hodgepodge, if you will, of everything and anything that you would like to see going across the entire country.
Over the years, Lancaster County's first responders have faced numerous challenges with their current conventional radio system, ranging from congestion problems to coverage issues. Each of these problems has the potential of putting Lancaster County's first responders in harm's way. With the first responders facing these challenging issues, the need for a new radio system is paramount. For starters, there are a lot of congestion problems with the current system. Part of the reason for this is because there are over 73 fire departments, 29 police departments, and 30 EMS companies, all sharing a small handful of channels. This creates a lack of capacity for the first responder community, and it's very common for multiple departments to interfere with one another.
Today, with our current system, we only have a handful of frequencies that are available throughout the entire county for the fire services. It's not uncommon when we have not even a large event, but larger event, where the scene can be handled much more effectively with the use of 2 or 3 different channels. We don't have that ability today.
Everybody can't talk on one channel at one time, so we have 5 or 6 officers that might be at the scene trying to communicate certain things that they're observing real time. However, only one of those officers can communicate because there's only one channel.
To complicate this even further, there is no more spectrum available for Lancaster to expand the network. And with a growing population, the call volume will continue to grow. Another problem the county is facing is coverage. There are quite a few dead spots with the current system, and the existing high-band and low-band radio systems were not built to provide in-building portable coverage. When a first responder enters a building, he risks not being able to communicate with dispatch or his support team outside. This creates a huge safety issue for both the first responders and the public they protect.
Here at Millersville, we cover Millersville University, and there's a lot of technology built into buildings throughout the campus. It makes in-building coverage very difficult. There are places in some of the buildings on the campus that you can literally walk 10, 12 feet in the door and you're off the current radio system, which means you can't talk to other providers outside the building.
The county also faces numerous interoperability challenges. With police, fire, and EMS all being on different radio systems, the current users don't have the ability to talk to one another unless a console patch is put in place. And with more of the surrounding counties migrating to digital technologies, interoperability is becoming even harder.
Some of the interoperability challenges that we currently have between emergency services is just that we cannot talk between services without going through a command post. Now, if I want to talk to the fire or EMS, you have to go directly through the command center, either county radio or mobile command post, where if we had direct communications with them, things would go a lot smoother, a lot easier, especially on big events.
The interoperability challenges are immense. There's really no interoperability between police and EMS, or fire for that fact. EMS and fire have some interoperability, but between police and local governments, state police, there's basically no interoperability at all.
Finally, the FCC has mandated that all license holders of VHF high band and UHF become narrowband compliant by January 1st, 2013. This means that Lancaster County will have to reprogram all their base stations, and the services will have to reprogram their mobiles and portables. In addition, some of the equipment is too old and not capable of being narrowbanded, meaning it will have to be replaced. This expenditure will ultimately fall back on the services and taxpayers without addressing any of the existing needs.
Narrowbanding is taking the radio frequencies we have now and actually narrowbanding or cutting it in half, so it's like a half frequency of what we have now.
By implementing a state-of-the-art radio system, Lancaster County can address these issues and resolve the needs of the first responders.
Lancaster County needs to replace the radio system because it has such a mixture of radio frequencies. To bring all these together that they can talk to each other, we definitely need to make a radio system change.
For more information, please visit the county's website at www.lcwc911.us.